2 shots of sake went up, and I drank them, and I'd already seen on the films that people always make a big deal about sake, and I was expecting it to be absolutely rancid. And I drank these, and I thought, oh, that's alright actually, I'm alright with that. 2 shots. So this chap's just fried up the chips, and he's going, open your mouth, open your mouth, like this. We're all sitting with our mouths open, and we're there like seals, as he flicks these chips into our mouths one by one until we've accomplished the feat, and then he stops. 2 more shots of sake go down. Then it randomly gets onto the topic and says, right, all the guys, in a sales meeting, so there's about 5 or 6 of us, says, right, we all have to drink as many shots of sake as we have postcodes. Ian, you've got 4, so I had my 4 shots of sake. And someone pointed out, actually, you were complaining earlier, Ian, because you only had 4 postcodes, you've now got 5 postcodes, therefore you must have another shot of sake. Fair play, they're the rules, there's the 5th shot. And then they said, but you did actually complain because you hadn't got enough postcodes, so therefore you're going to drink everyone's shots of sake. So within about circa 45 seconds, I've now drunk 20 shots of sake.
Maybe me.
We settled the bill, and we're waiting in the little the area just before we vanished off into the next area. And all the bigger boys decided that I should drink another 15 to 20 shots of sake. So now, within about the last 45 minutes, an hour, I drunk in the region of 35, 40 shots of sake. So at 8:30, I phoned Sharon up and I said, I'm feeling absolutely fine. Don't be worried, I have had about 40 shots of sake. We carried on drinking, and we had beers and vodka Red Bulls and aftershocks. And at 10:30 I phoned Sharon and I said, I'm absolutely fine. I've had all these drinks topped on top of the 35 to 40 shots of sake that I've already had. I'm absolutely fine. And I've always thought of myself having a moderately good alcohol tolerance. 11:30 I decided to walk outside where the cold air hit me. I got into the taxi, and within about 30 seconds I'd ordered the taxi to stop for me to get out and react all over the streets of Manchester. I didn't know where I was, and I was so cold. It was literally, it was like now no degrees, and I'm still in the t-shirt that was originally. And I phoned Sharon, and I was crying absolutely inconsolable. I was like a little girl, and I'd suddenly been hit with about 20 pints of alcohol in one punch. So don't know where I am. I was absolutely freezing. She said, what can you see? I said, I can't see anything. I can't see anything. She said, well, why don't you keep walking until you can see something? So I kept walking and walking and walking, and I almost walked into it. I said, oh, I think I can see something. She said, what is it? I said, I can see staples. So quick as a flash, she got on the internet. She said, well, I've checked on Staples in Manchester. Do you think you're still in Manchester? But by now, I couldn't really remember anything that happened like 2 or 3 hours ago, so I don't know. I think I'm still in Manchester. She said, hold on to the phone. And while I was on one phone to Sharon, she phoned up the hotel and said, my boyfriend's lost. He's in the middle of Manchester. He's absolutely ratted. He doesn't know where he is. He's freezing cold. He's gone out in a t-shirt. You know, he's freezing cold. Please, can you help? And but I can see a staple. And so a few minutes later, this man came out of this little sort of minibus cab thing, and he said, "Is it in?" I went, "Yes." He put his coat on me and he shoved me in the back of the car. And when he got back to the hotel, he chucked me in the van. And I woke up in the morning, and I was absolutely green. I couldn't hold anything down. And I phoned reception, and I was still in tears then, in the morning. I'm not a teary sort of a chap. I didn't have a little tear earlier on, but I'm not a sort of teary chap. And I was almost crying to reception, you can't kick me out at 11 o'clock. You've got to let me stay till 3. I'll be sick in the street. My car was on the roof. And I was still about 12, 13 pints pissed. I've had to stay in Manchester another night just to sober up. And so Sharon drove her car from Nottingham to Sutton Parkway. She caught the train from Sutton to Nottingham, caught the train from Nottingham to Manchester with Harry, who was 2.5 years old and 4 months pregnant, and then walked from the railway station back to the hotel to drive me and the car that was sat on the roof of this hotel in Manchester all the way home. So, like I say, I've never met anyone to this day who said, yeah, that's the norm. Sharon. Quick thank you. So thank you to all the parents for their financial support and all their love. Thank you to Olivia for looking brilliant and doing a great job. Thank you for the two gorgeous page boys, Harry and Travis. Thank you to Andy and Laura for the photos and the filming. I'm sure we'll sort you out in due course depending on the quality of the recordings. Thank you to Amy for the reading, and thank you to Catherine, because Catherine, I think, was at the house maybe a week and a half ago, and she said, I bet Ian's lost a load of weight, right? And Ian has not, by any stretch of the imagination, lost a lot of weight. And I thought, oh, I've let someone down. And I am quite a determined person. And I thought, is it physically possible to lose a stone in about 4 days? If I literally eat a petit faloo, one of the children's ones, you know, the Thomas petit faloos for breakfast, and do a couple of laps around the res and have some of these metabolizing, you know, enhancing things and everything else, can it be possible? It isn't. But I tried, you know, so thanks Catherine for that. I did try my best to try and lose a little bit off. I think I lost about a third of a stone, but that was mainly off my face. Thank you to Sharon, my gorgeous wife. If I can speak on Sharon's behalf, thank you to me. For being the top salesman for Ideal Brawlers in 2011, so I am the ideal man. And so please be upstanding for my gorgeous and wonderful, for a gorgeous and wonderful woman who I love very much, my current wife.